You do not see reality. You see your interpretation. Have you ever had a situation where someone says something simple and it sticks with you longer than it should? Maybe a teacher gives feedback or a friend responds in a certain way, and suddenly it feels deeper than what was actually said. It's strange because if you replay the moment later, the words themselves don't seem that intense. So why did it feel that way? Most of us assume we see things exactly as they are. Someone speaks, something happens, and we believe we're reacting to reality. But this raises a question. Are we actually reacting to what happened or to what we think it means? Because those two things are not always the same. Your brain does not just receive information, it interprets it. Every experience is filtered through past memories, expectations, and emotions. So when something happens, your brain is not starting from zero. It's comparing it to everything you've already experienced. That means two people can go through the same situation and come away with completely different conclusions. Think about a simple example. One student gets a low grade and sees it as proof they are not capable. Another student gets the same grade and sees it as something to improve. The event is identical, but the interpretation changes everything. This is interesting because it shows that the meaning of an experience is not fixed. It depends on how it is processed. Over time, these interpretations build patterns. If you consistently interpret situations negatively, the world starts to feel more difficult. If you interpret challenges as opportunities, the same world feels more manageable. It's not that reality changes, but your experience of it does. And that experience is what you respond to every day. Most of these interpretations happen automatically. You don't stop and think, what does this actually mean? You just react, and because it feels immediate, it feels true. But automatic does not always mean accurate. Sometimes your brain is using old patterns that no longer apply or making assumptions without enough evidence. What happens if you pause for a moment? If instead of reacting immediately, you question your interpretation? This does not mean ignoring reality. It means separating what actually happened from what you think it means. Even a small shift in interpretation can change how you feel and what you do next. This idea affects more than just small situations. It shapes confidence, stress, relationships, and decision-making. If your interpretation is consistently off, it can limit how you see yourself and what you believe is possible. But if you start adjusting how you interpret things, your experience begins to shift in a noticeable way. You do not experience reality directly. You experience your interpretation of it. That might feel uncomfortable at first because it means not everything you feel is automatically true. But it also gives you something valuable. The ability to question, adjust, and see things differently. And once you realize that, it becomes harder to stay stuck in the same patterns. Thanks for watching.